Okay, we're going to start in 1 minute. Oh, here we have a question before we start. Black is not a color, nor is white. And black is the absence of energy and white encompasses all color. But we go beyond that as well when I talk about color therapy, because black and white do have applications. And sometimes it's when you're going through a transition in life that black can be really powerful for you. And of course, with black absorbing all frequency, then it actually can be a protective modality if you're in the business of working with people, because sometimes you might just want to have that void of energy, so that way you're not being and I don't want to say attacked, but I think you know what I mean, where we're absorbing other negativity or absorbing negativity or other things. But white encompasses all color. Okay, we are at 3 p.m., so I'm sure other people will be joining shortly, but we're just going to move forward. So today I wanted to talk about ways to color your mood and color your world. And I want to start a little bit in regards to my color journey, because ever since I was a kid, I loved color. I loved, working with, colored crayons. And I just understood that color had such an impact on me, even at such a young age. When I look back in my history, I can see that I had color choices based on things I was doing at the time. For example, when I was doing some sales for a company, I wore a lot of red, and that was my power color. Where when I opened up my art store, when I look back, almost my whole wardrobe was shades of violet. So I understood I was attracted to certain colors because it helped empower me in whatever I needed in life. And that's what I love about color. We already know on a psychological level that color is really powerful, that color stimulates us in so many ways. And we'll just go through a quick color science 101 class here, where our main energy source is the sun, and from the sun we get inundated with all the colors of the rainbow, because in the spectral hue of that white light that comes from the sun is all the colors of the rainbow. In our pituitary gland, when we receive that light signal through our eyes, our pituitary gland is triggered, and our pituitary gland, being our master gland, will take that light signal from the sun and break down the colors to stimulate our different endocrine glands. So for example, that red light that comes to us via sunlight stimulates our adrenals. Orange, our gonads. Yellow, our pancreas. Green, our thymus gland. Blue, our thyroid gland. And in our brain, the indigo and the violet frequencies remain and stimulate our pineal and pituitary glands. So you can understand that every color impacts us. But what they don't teach you in school, or at least I certainly wasn't taught, was that when we are stimulated by color, it secretes the hormones that are connected to that master gland, which then creates a production of hormones that activate our thoughts, our moods, our feelings, our vitality, our spirituality. And this is why we say that colors stimulate us body, mind, and spirit. We know that color works physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Now, when you have more of a color consciousness, then you can bring color into your day to then enhance whatever it is that you need. So often when I wake up in the morning, what I'm doing is I'm thinking about, what color do I need today? What color is going to best satisfy me? So you have to know some of the, the basic foundation of color to then understand what colors are going to best empower you. So for example, especially in the winter, we need a lot of red, because our body uses a lot of red, because red is in essence our body heat. And in the winter, we use a lot of red energy to keep our adrenals strong, but also to fuel our body with energy. And it's the energy that is transformed into heat. Whenever you have cold hands or cold feet, that's an indicating factor that your red energy is weak. So why wouldn't you kickstart your morning with red energy to get your vital juices going? Also, red is about power, motivation, driving force. So again, if you're lethargic, if you're tired, and you know you need a color that's going to awaken your vital forces, then you know you need red. So in the morning, for example, some of the things that I do to kickstart my day is I have red slippers. I have a red house coat. Okay. I will have protein first thing in the morning because protein is connected to that red essence. Now, I'm going to show you a couple tools that I use. This is our color energy, color chakra chart. And on here, it lists all the connections to foods, oils, essences. The list is huge on this, where it gives you like all the associations to color. But again, it gives you a lot of information as to how you can empower your day. So you can see right here what essential oils will stimulate, for example, your red energy, or you'll see what foods are typical of that color frequency. So under red, we know that strawberries, raspberries, beets, are red energy. But protein, out of all the food sources, protein is connected to red. And so therefore, to kickstart your day with protein will give you the right fuel that will sustain you throughout the day. When people are tired, and anybody here ever get like lethargic halfway in the day at 1 or 2 o'clock, all of a sudden you're getting tired? Yeah, that's because your red energy is weak. When your red is strong, you have enough fuel that will last you throughout the day. But when your red is weak on the lower side, then you don't have enough fuel that will sustain you throughout the day. So one of the things I tell everyone is have protein in your drawer or in your bag, or, wherever you are. So that way you can have that. I always carry a nut bar, because if I get tired, then I need to have the fuel that's going to supercharge my energy to, again, have the right energy that I can sustain my day. So again, I wake up in the morning and right away I'm putting my red slippers on, and often I'll do what I call a red power shower, where I put a little bit of the red color bath into my bathtub, and I stand in that pool of energy and I envision what I want from my day from that color. So when I'm standing in that red color bath, then I'm thinking about red energy coming up through the roots of my feet, stimulating my blood, my circulation, activating my vital instincts, giving me adrenaline so I can accomplish whatever I want during my day. And I just keep going on about what I want from that power as I'm standing in that foot bath of that energy. Then what I do when I get out of the shower, I will use an aromatherapy oil. Now, if I take a color bath, I'll add the corresponding oil. But for example, this is our Color Your Mood energy blend called Get Up and Go. And the subtitle is Rev Up Your Root. I love that. And this is how easy it is for you to start your day. Just simply take an essential oil, put it in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together, and take several breaths in. And right away, what you're doing is you're stimulating your psyche with the healing properties of the essential oil. Plus, as soon as you apply oils to your skin, within 15 seconds, that essential oil gets into your blood, and it's being active in your body, and it'll go to wherever it needs to go. But by using oils, you're stimulating your emotions, you're stimulating your mental abilities, your physicality, your spiritual connection. And also, because I am a spiritualist, I use a lot of red, because red is super important to ground your energy. Because if you're ungrounded, it's pretty hard to accomplish anything during your day. And often when I talk to people, I can see that they're ungrounded because their eyes are darting all over the place, or they have this nervous jitteriness and it's hard for them to focus. That's indicating that person isn't grounded enough. And so in order to accomplish whatever you want during the day, you have to use grounding elements. So this blend is get up and go. And some of the oils that are in here, and I'll send you guys some information afterwards that will teach you about some of the tools that you can use. But in there, you've got cinnamon as well as ylang ylang, two strong red energies. And cinnamon is a fire element. It will really, get you active and stimulated. Plus there's some uplifting oils like orange, lime, and lemon in there because we wanted to have those citrus energies that are really invigorating, really empowering. But this blend is just awesome for kickstarting your day. And you can roll it right up your spine. You'll need two hands, but literally you take it and you start it from the base part of your root chakra and you roll it up your back. I have to then switch hands and then roll it up the other way. So I'm ending at the nape of my neck with red energy. And why am I doing that? Okay, I'm going to tell you why, because I know you're curious. What you do when you roll up the red energy up your spine, you're actually pulling the energy up your spine from the base part of your chakra and stimulating your whole neural plexus centers or your whole energy network up until your brain, activating your brain. So it's a great way to get you going first thing in the morning, and it will revitalize your blood, which is awesome because again, sometimes you're lethargic because you might have dirty blood. And when you're tired all the time, these are some of the things that you have to consider. And if you want to learn more on a health level about your aura and your chakras and your organ health, we have many biopulsar owners around the world that can actually put you on the system, measure your vitality, your aura, your organs, and give you color protocols for your own self-healing journey. Otherwise, I know you can, self-guess what it is that you need. But today we're going to talk about how you can just empower your mood by doing different things. So we know that red is to get your physical body going. Red is for grounding your energy. And red is also really, really good for motivating you and driving you during your day. But I'll send you guys out a lovely little chart that will just give you a quick rundown in regards to the colors and how they can help you. Okay, now orange energy. I love starting my day with orange when I know I'm going to have a social day, because out of all the color energies, orange is the most social. So if you find yourself sometimes being antisocial, not wanting to, or knowing that you need to be more extroverted, orange is the energy for you. It's also the color of joy and happiness. So if you're feeling a little bit dull or, not as vibrant, where maybe you're just feeling a little sad, orange is the best color. I always think about when you bite into an orange, how juicy it is and how that orange energy just, it just stimulates you and makes you feel good, and so that's what that orange energy is all about. And in fact, one of the things I tell everyone, you can take an orange, eat it, get that orange nutrition from the orange, but save the peel and take the peel and just squeeze it, and the aromatherapy oils will actually splash all over your face. Instant aromatherapy from your food. Isn't that awesome? So we can have a lot of fun doing things when we're wanting to work with changing our mood or shifting our mood. And also orange on a mental level is freedom. It is an expansive energy. It helps you to think outside of the box. It's a wonderful energy to stimulate your creativity. So if you're feeling you need that, emotional mental surge, that's where orange comes in. And because it's the power of now, this is one of the energies that people are missing. Sometimes we get so caught up on other things. In fact, I call it the what if energy. What if I do this? What if I do that? Orange says, no, we're going to just think about what's in the moment and deal with things one step at a time. So it's a beautiful energy just to, assist you on, again, connecting on that emotional level. Okay. And we have a couple orange color your mood blends. One of them is called Garden of Eden. Now, when it comes to color therapy, there's different aspects of color that can stimulate you in different ways. So orange is also known as a very sensual energy. And in fact, a lot of our orange products have neroli, and neroli is a very rare oil. And I love neroli because it is that sensual stimuli, and it just literally stimulates your senses of touch as well as smell. And that's why orange oils are awesome to help assist, getting you in the mood of life. Because remember, orange is the power of now. So it's the color of life. It's about pleasure of life. A lot of orange people, they love to eat food. And the reason why is because it is that sensory journey. So one of our blends is called Garden of Eden, and it has these beautiful orange oils of orange neroli, as well as we put a little cedar wood, which is an aphrodisiac, and vanilla, which is also an aphrodisiac. So this is a beautiful blend to help stimulate your sensuality. So it's a nice one for anybody who's trying to conceive, as well as if you're a little frigid, because it helps with flexibility. And it's a very playful oil blend, beautiful for creativity as well. Then we have the orange blend of yoga. And as I mentioned earlier, orange is about flexibility. So when you need to be flexible in yoga, that's a great energy. We also call it the art of divine union, because when you're living in that power of now and meditating, it can really enhance your meditations. And other attributes of this blend is discipline, because you need to have discipline in order to do yoga. So, but of course, we can use it on a multidimensional level, because when we're dealing with an energy, of course, we're putting the flavors in that will complement the intention of the product, but they're very versatile. Whether you're using our orange energy blend or Garden of Eden or yoga or any of our orange oils, they're all intended to stimulate your abilities of feeling sensitivities. And I know with myself, because I'm a very strong yellow person, I need orange in my life, because sometimes I get too much in the head and I think too linearly. This is where orange will actually help you go with the flow and open you up to be a little bit more free flowing, both on a body level, on a mental level, emotional level, and a spiritual level. And orange is about enthusiasm. This is what I love about oranges. Sometimes, you know what, people are not enthusiastic in life. And so we need to have that enthusiasm. And right now, with everything that's going on in our climate, meaning we're having to self-isolate, this is where orange can come in, because this will help you to make that phone call, to your family or friends. This will help you to do, Zoom chats and other things, whether it's FaceTime or WhatsApp. It'll help you to get more social and be out there. We need this orange energy in this time. Okay.
I exercise spinning every day. Then orange breeze.
Wonderful. Orange
What
breath.
did you use?
Yeah, very nice. Thank you for sharing. That's very nice. Because orange is connected to the breath. So again, when we look at the orange blend for yoga, it stimulates oxygen in our blood. So it's a really good one. And also on an anti-aging level, anything orange will actually help to make your skin more elasticity, or a skin, yeah, I think you know what I mean here. And in fact, carrot oil is one of the best oils for the skin when it comes to skin elasticity. Okay. And again, as you get more color educated, you're going to see that there's all this correlation to color. And to me, it doesn't matter how you do it, whether you're doing it through food or oils or essences or exercise. It's all these different ways that you can bring in that color frequency to shift your mood and create whatever you want in your day. And that even goes beyond. This is why I'm saying color can colorize your world, because when you're isolating yourself from color, then sometimes you'll withdraw. And if you start to notice, and we're going to talk a little bit about the black energy here, if you notice that people who wear a lot of black often seem a little bit more remote, a little bit more distant, where people, for example, who wear orange, I guarantee you they're going to be a lot more fun. Okay, and this is what we're talking about. We're talking about if you want to be more fun, you better use the energies that are going to create that excitement, that joy, that enthusiasm, whatever it is that you need. You can make your day whatever you want. This is your life. This is, you know, this is your phenomenal life. This is your journey. And so whatever it takes to make that, that's up to you to do. I'm just going to give you the tools and the methods that will help empower you to do it. Okay. And in fact, we also made another chart called the Holistic Aromatherapy chart. And this chart is awesome because it actually colorizes everything from physical symptoms to we have an emotional and mood table. So if you're wanting to stimulate a certain emotion right away, it colorizes it for you. So we make it really easy as to what oils can, you know, do to help stimulate your different emotions and your different moods. Okay, now one of my favorite oils, and if you ever come here and take one of my classes, I will always have Smarty Pants diffusing in my essential oil diffuser. Okay, and you can't, I don't think you can see it. Hang on just one second here. Okay. I have my essential oil diffuser going right now. And I do these things because, again, if I'm teaching a class and I'm giving you a lot of information, I want you to be smart. Okay, I want you to absorb everything that I'm saying. So Smarty Pants has all these beautiful yellow oils in it, and I'll tell you which oils they are. Smarty Pants has lemon, bergamot, as well as Litzia cuba. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but all those yellow oils will help awaken your mental abilities. And, you know, you can put them, if you have an aromatherapy pendant, that's a really nice oil blend to put on into your pendant. Or what you can do is, again, just like any oils, you can put it on your wrist, smell it during the day, or you can even put a little bit under your nose. Okay, because then you're, oh, this is just gorgeous. You guys should be here doing this with me because this is just so alerting, so refreshing. It just stimulates your mind and gets you in that mood of, come on, I want to learn more. And that's the whole intention of what we're trying to do here, is create the energy that's going to help you with your day. So this is one of my favorites. And we actually carry the Color Your Mood blends as a roll-on, so you can apply it directly to your body. It's pre-cut with jojoba. Or we have them in the diffuser blends that you can just put into any of your diffusers and have them going 24/7. And I love diffusion because that's one way to always make sure that I'm having, again, the kind of day that I want. So I will often be putting yellow oils on during the day just to keep my mind sharp. And I'm a pretty smart cookie. So if you want to be smart like me, this is the kind of blend you want to use. Okay. Now, forest fantasy. Oh my goodness. This is like taking a walk in the forest. And often when I travel, I take a lot of green oils with me because green oils are natural antibacterial, antiseptic, antiviral. They have a lot of components that will actually support your respiratory system. And again, another great oil for, you know, the current climate of COVID. So in the green blend, we have the oils of eucalyptus, spearmint, pine. Oh my goodness, just gorgeous. And again, when you smell it, put it around your nose, or with this one, you roll it on your chest because it has a lot of these oils that are naturally soothing. And it will just take you back to the experience of being in the forest. And again, with all this self-isolation, let's have nature come to us. Okay. And also green is about nurturing. It's about self-love. And again, this is something that we need to, you know, really focus on, not even these days, but overall. Most people are so hard on themselves, and it doesn't matter what color energy you are. You know, we have these, you know, self-dialogues of, you know, why did I do that? Or, you know, oh, I wasn't quick enough. And so we say these things all the time, which literally we're beating ourselves up bit by bit. But this is an oil that just brings in that peace and harmony, that love of that, that nature. So it's a great one for the respiratory system. And again, you can roll it on your wrist, put a little bit under your nose, or put it directly on that chakra area. And because the forest fantasy is green, then of course it is for the heart chakra. Now I'm going to jump into turquoise. Turquoise is a blend in between the blue and the green energy. And green is about has a lot to do with merging the spiritual world with the physical world. It's the balance of the extrovert and the introvert. It's the balance of the I'm trying to think what else, but it's the balancing energy. It's all about balance. However, when you combine it with a bit of blue, it's transforming, because now you're getting the energy of balance, but you're taking it up a notch and you're bringing in a little bit more of the spiritual world. So our metamorphosis is exactly that. It's helped to induce change. If you know that you're stuck in a pattern, if you know that you need to, break some habits, metamorphosis is for you, because it is that energy of change. Turquoise. And the metamorphosis blend is combining Rosalina. And Rosalina is not one of your common oils, but it comes from the family of the tea tree family. And so therefore, it's that turquoisey green hue. And we also combine it with Clary Sage. And Clary Sage works wonders in regards to any kind of change. And in fact, Clary Sage is most known for helping with PMS and menopause and all kinds of things that are governed by our hormones. But again, what we want with the metamorphosis is to create that transformation, that change. And that's why if you're, perimenopausal, this is a really good energy, because it'll help, going from one to the next phase of your life. A really good one for change. I always think of metamorphosis as if you're a butterfly coming out of a cocoon. That's what I think about when I think about metamorphosis. Now, if you're under a lot of stress, this is where the blue energy comes in, because blue will help to de-stress you. Now, also blue is another energy that's really good for your mind power. However, it's a little bit different than yellow. Yellow is more like science, your book knowledge, where blue is more of your worldly knowledge. So sometimes, again, when you want to get unstuck, this is where you have to unwind and totally start new. So for that, we have Relax and Renew. What a great name, right? Because blue energy calms you. Now, I want to share another story with you. I love telling you things that have happened in my life so you can really understand the power of color. But you've got to write your own book on color, because literally you'll have your own experiences. But I remember I went out and bought myself these beautiful ocean blue bed sheets. Well, I tell you, they were so calming, so soothing, so relaxing. I couldn't even get out of bed in the morning, okay? That's when I understood the power of blue, that it really is calming and relaxing and de-stressing. But I'll tell you, because it was hard for me to get out of bed in the morning, I switched to indigo bed sheets. And indigo is also a really good energy for, calming you down. However, it stimulates your pineal gland. So for people who have sleep disorders, I always recommend indigo bed sheets. So when we talk about colorizing your mood, it could be colorizing your mood in the morning, or maybe you have to shift gears midday, or maybe you need to stimulate a certain energy at night because of whatever you're doing at night. So if you're going to a party, which of course we can't right now, you might want to use the orange energy to be more social. And of course, because it's more stimulating, it'll help with, your dance shoes, meaning that you'll want to dance when you're in that orange energy. So, at night, we might wear orange if we're, doing socializing. Or, if we have problems sleeping, then we would want to use the more calming colors of blue, indigo, violet, and even turquoise is nice and relaxing. Or green, which evokes that, sense of being in the forest. But relax and renew, great for de-stressing. And again, at the end of your day, put on some oils in your diffuser that are just going to help you relax your mind. Then we have Sweet Serenity, similar to the Relax and Renew, but of course different oils in there to stimulate a different emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical response. So it's very similar. It's cooling and calming, and it helps with composure. And when you start to study again the color language, you'll understand that blue energy is that very composed energy. It's the energy of planning, organizing. So this one will expand your horizons and help you when you need that assistance in your planning and organization. And of course, Sweet Serenity, it still has that calming nature behind it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you what oils are in these. So with Sweet Serenity, we have geranium, the spruce, and blue chamomile. Oh, Relax and Renew. Sorry, I missed it there for a second. And here we have the Clary Sage, the frankincense, the lavender. So again, some really beautiful calming energies. Now, the next one, Soul Purpose. Woohoo! Now, with this one, this has the energies that will stimulate your soul to soul connection or stimulate your own soul purpose connection. And in here we have the beautiful indigo energies of frankincense, myrrh, and we put some other purples in there, jasmine and lavender, to again just create that connection to your soul purpose. This can also help with mysteries, okay? Because I look at it in the way that when we seek inner knowingness, we have to work with those spiritual essences. And soul purpose, if we look at some of the biblical herbs and oils that were discussed, frankincense and myrrh, top of the list, they're always mentioned. I believe that these are the oils that have been around for so long because of that spiritual connection. And when we look at the organs that are connected to the indigo, the cerebellum at the back of our head houses all our past information, whether it's this life or past lives. And to me, this is the area of the brain that connects with your soul purpose. So if you're seeking answers, if you want more information as to why you're here, or a deeper understanding of life processes, what you do with this one is you put it at the back of your head, the nape of your neck where your cerebellum is. And before you go to sleep, ask the questions that you want answers to, and then just sort of see what happens at night during your sleep. If you wake up with any epiphanies, or what kind of mood are you in the morning, or any answers that you might be seeking. This is the power of the soul purpose to help you connect with that. And of course, these oils or these mood blends can also be used as perfume. Okay, some of them are so gorgeous as a body perfume or cologne. I shouldn't say perfume, but rather as a body cologne, because they are unisex. Now, Om, do I need to say more? Om, Om. This is a very spiritual blend. And in this one, we have the lavender, the champa, as well as jasmine and frankincense. And jasmine is such a beautiful oil, and it's a very rare oil as well. And so for the price point, you're getting jasmine in this bottle. And in fact, we're using neroli and rose and jasmine and some other rare oils in our mood blends. So literally the value of them is awesome because of the fact you're getting some really, really expensive oils. And in fact, you're looking at like a liter of jasmine is thousands of dollars. So again, even though we might only put, a drop in the blend, the smell is absolutely gorgeous. And Om, this is again to, assist you with your spirituality, your meditations. All these oils are known to just sort of, help you to tap into a higher state of consciousness and being. And again, the jasmine in there is just divine. I love everything with jasmine in it because that's one of my body perfumes that I enjoy immensely. Now, Now we're going to move towards the pink. Love is in the air. This is a nice one. And it's not just for love of partners, it's love of oneself. You know, sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, but also our little subtitle, I love this, enhance the romance. And just so you guys know, we had so much fun in our office when we were creating these blends. We actually had a contest and we all came up with different ideas of what the names could be of our different mood blends. And the winner actually got the mood blend that they named. And because we had the 2 titles, then you had the opportunity to win multiple times. So we had a lot of fun in our office creating the names of these blends. Actually, I think my mom helped with naming this one. So I threw my mom into the loop. I told her, Mom, these are the blends we're creating. I need some ideas. And so she came up with some ideas. So, but love is in the air. This is a beautiful one for self-love. And in this blend, we have bergamot, palmarosa, sandalwood, and rose. Again, rose is one of the more expensive oils. And just the blend of these oils. Sandalwood is also known as an aphrodisiac. Palmarosa is in that pink nature as well. And it has that, you know, yummy floral essence. So they're just absolutely gorgeous for enhancing the romance. And so this could be one of your daily body perfumes, or again, when you want to just create that ambiance of love, whether it's with you and, you know, your partner or just with yourself, this is a gorgeous one. And with this one, I love putting it on my neck so I can smell it, or behind the ears, like that perfume, or on the wrist. And again, smelling it throughout your day. Just gorgeous. Now we have a couple, for example, one is white light. And this is great for any of you energy workers that are out there, or just for a quick stimuli of, you know, stimulating all your chakras. And the white light was created to help you reach that higher level of ascension. And because it is encompassing all the vibrations in there, I think we put something like 17 oils in there, 2 to 3 of every color, that the intention is to raise your vibration. And what makes enlightenment? What makes white light? Well, it's all the colors of the rainbow. So this is why it's all inclusive, and it smells divine. It's one of those uplifting blends that will kickstart your day. And again, ideal for, you know, starting first thing in the morning, just as an instant chakra balancing. But if you're doing energy work, a couple things I always recommend. One, start by doing some aura cleanser, cleansing your aura. And this is also a product that I start every day with, aura cleanser. Okay, it's in my bathroom. I have it on my bedside table. I have it on my desk in the office. I travel with this because I want to cleanse my space when I'm on a plane or in a hotel room. I take it everywhere with me. And the reason why I do that is it frees your auric field from any congestion, from EMS, from other people's negativity, from smells, you name it, anything of a lower frequency that isn't conducive to your energy. Then you use the white light. And when you're doing treatments on clients, you could even roll it into the palm of your hand, cup over their nose, and ask them to take 3 nice deep breaths in, binding this essence into the body, mind, and spirit. Okay, so it's a beautiful energy just to be all inclusive of all the colors of all the color rays. And then we have rainbow power, similar to white light, but again, it's I want to say duty, but its intention is a full spectrum healer. So similarly, it has, you know, all the different colors in there, but it's for healing purposes. And, you know, again, it's to also help with balance, because when all your chakras are in balance, then you will feel more aligned. And this is the bottom line, is you want to feel great in your day. Come on. You don't want to wake up and, you know, have a poor day. You want to have an optimal day. And that's why I love evoking the sense of smell, because that's a great way to start your day, just by inhaling some of the essential oils that will just invigorate you, or at the end of the day, help to sedate you. You've got to look at what your needs are at all times. So as I mentioned, sometimes I'll switch gears, but I love to start my day with color, and I go all the way. Okay. I wear the color. So for example, this morning I used the red energy and I'm wearing my red underwear. I'm wearing a red, natured colored top. I'm using all my red oils. I had my protein first thing in the morning. Can you guys feel my energy? Absolutely, because I knew I needed to be confident. I knew that I needed to be extroverted. I knew that I needed to have that courage to, chat in front of a group of people. These are the things that I need to do because you know what? Sometimes I get too much in my yellow and, it's like I want to write, I want to share information, but I have to be extroverted to do it. So I got to make sure that I have my extroverted energies with me so I can do a good job. Because the worst thing, and again, I'm going to share another little story with you. I was teaching a class and I was head to foot in violet. I had this beautiful violet top with a matching beautiful skirt. And I tell you, I was so disconnected. I was all over the place. I couldn't maintain my thoughts. I need to be grounded. So you guys are my, my most important thing is that I need to be here for you. My seminars, my classes are action packed because I have the energy. And if you ever come to one of my classes, I have classes that go for 3, 4, 5 days. I'm like the ever ready or Energizer bunny. Okay. Because I'm doing so much red. Boy, I tell you, I have an abundance. And I know some of you here have attended my workshops and you'll agree, right? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. You guys know it. I may not always wear red because sometimes, even when you're teaching, that's a lot of energy, and I don't want people to get overstimulated when I'm teaching, but I will do so much red. So I have that abundance of energy that I will last all day. Okay. And that's the whole purpose. Again, colorize your day, get in the moods by using the different tools that are going to support you. Now, also in our line of therapy blends, we have medieval times. And this is our biggest seller right now because of COVID. There's so many oils in here that are antibacterial, anti-infectious, anti-everything. It's like literally this is your go-to whenever you're feeling anything. And even before COVID, if I ever felt like I was getting the sniffles or a little rundown, this was my go-to. And we have it in the diffuser mix, the roll-on. We even have dropper bottle if you prefer not to have the roller tip. If you're a little OCD, you might not like the roller. You might prefer the dropper bottle for the not for the cross contamination. You don't like that. But because it has thyme oil in it, and you'll notice the name is Medieval Thyme. Okay, just so you know, both the FDA and the Canadian Health Ministries recognizes thyme oil as an antiviral oil. Okay. So when we're talking about powerful products, this is it. And this was based on the concept that there was 4 thieves that basically avoided the Black Plague in the 1500s, I think it was, and they had this concoction that they used that prevented them from getting sick, and they were robbing the people that were dying or who had died, and it was because of the combination of oils. Now, because of COVID as well, they're saying that any kind of citrus oil like orange oil or lemon oil will destroy the fat barrier and to help kill the virus. And this has lemon oil in it. And the combination, yes, it's medicinal in smell, but guess what? It is medicinal in purpose. A lot of these oils are traditionally known for their healing properties. Now, again, medicine in the bottle is sort of what I think of it. But the oils in here are just so phenomenal for helping alleviate any kind of cold or flu symptom. And we have it as in a spray. So you can spray your mask, you can spray your hands. If you're out in public, you can spray everything, your toilet seat, if you're using a public bathroom, whatever. I take it everywhere with me as well nowadays. And because we have it in a 30 ml or 1 ounce bottle, spray bottle, you can put it in your pocket, your purse. Also great for your gym bag. Again, think outside of the box when you're wanting to create the energy that's going to support you for whatever your needs are. And this goes with anything, because if you have any symptoms of illness, think color. What color is going to best help me? And I'm going to give you a really simple rule of thumb. if you are physically depleted in your root chakra, your red energy, this is when colds, flus, and anything can hit you. So right now we need to be wearing an abundance of red, okay? Because we need to supercharge our vitality. And because it's the color of motivation, driving force, confidence, it supports your adrenal glands. I mean, literally red is so invaluable nowadays. And guess what? 80% of people avoid red. Okay, very few people wear red. Very few people like the red color. The stories that I've heard over the years, red reminds me of blood. Oh, no, I don't like red. Or red reminds me of a hooker. Or, you know, like there's all kinds of negative associations with red. Red is a bully, you know. So when we think about sometimes the associations, that's the negative side of it. But you always have to use color in a positive light. And what I mean by that is, if you're using color, think of what you want from it. Don't just randomly use color. Think of, how can that color best help me? What can I do that's going to best serve me with that color vibration? It's about a consciousness. You are the master of your own ship, or the master of your own ship, or the captain of your own ship. You can direct your energy in whatever way you want. And here's another thing that happened to me. Now, in our color energy science, I am a yellow person. And yellow people love to learn. They love to share knowledge. That's me, you know, through and through. I love, you know, teaching people about energy. However, there's sometimes that negative side of an energy, and my brain would hog all my yellow. So what ended up happening is I had some digestive issues, lifelong problems of constipation. And as soon as I started working with my yellow, and I was using a lot of yellow oils, we have this phenomenal product called Digest or Detox and Digest, specifically for the digestive system. And it's got all these incredible yellow oils in there. And anyways, here I had all these yellow issues, and I understood it was because the yellow was going all to my brain. I wasn't the master of my own ship. Okay, I was just randomly using color, and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted to. Consciousness is key, guys. It is key. It's so important to have that consciousness for your own self-empowerment. It's kind of like waking up in the morning and going, oh, another day. Well, what kind of day are you going to have with that attitude? A random kind of day. All kinds of things can happen. Good, maybe some not so good things. But when you wake up and you say, okay, I need red energy, or I need yellow energy, and you have the awareness as to why, imagine then what kind of day you're going to have. Okay. And it takes practice to do these things. I tell everyone, it has to be part of your consciousness, because if it's part of your unconsciousness, it could be hidden from you. And if you want to break habits, if you want to release blockages, these are the things that you have to do, because a habit is just something you've done over and over and over again, that it becomes natural or secondary. Well, make new habits. Okay, but in order to do that, then you've got to bring in the energy that will raise your vibration so you can release those old habits and make the new ones. So I had to make friends with my yellow. And as soon as I started working with more yellow energy by, you know, doing my yellow color baths and using yellow oils and essences, and I never wore the color yellow. Okay, that was not something I was into. But nonetheless, I used all these other yellow modalities. And all of a sudden, all my lifelong issues of constipation literally started to vanish. And, you know, that to me was so valuable to understand that I had to tell my yellow to go to my digestive system. I had to command my yellow what to do. And this is what we're talking about. You know, don't just use color randomly and say, oh, I'm just going to use the rainbow power because it's going to, you know, charge all my chakras. I want you to use it and believe in it and really apply yourself to it. Okay, chakras, red chakra, I need you to communicate with the orange and the yellow and the green and the blue and the indigo and the violet. We need to work with that rainbow energy so we are, you know, all in unison. You know, and there's words on here that you can use to help empower yourself. So we're always putting words on our products. So again, it brings that consciousness, and we have these wonderful support tools of, our chakra chart, or, our handouts that come with the products. Also, we even have a little pocket-sized card. And I remember one woman sending me a beautiful letter. This is 20 years ago, pre-internet, pre-email. She sent me this beautiful letter on how this chart really helped her, because she could carry it everywhere. And her mother had dementia and was in a hospital. And when she saw that on the chart, it mentioned that yellow was good for mind power, she started decorating her mother's room in yellow. And the doctor started noticing that her mother's memory and mental capacity started to come back. Amazing, just by decorating the room with yellow. And this woman saw the information on this chart. And for those of you who are practitioners, these are tools to sell your clients, because as a consumer, as a customer, as a person who always wants to work on being better in life, I even need these tools. And some of these tools I helped create, yet I refer to them because, you know what? I don't always remember everything that color does. I have to go to my booklets and my charts and my cards to help me remember things. So when I know I need to work on an energy, I'm pulling out, especially this chart is to me the ultimate chart. I'm pulling out my chart and I'm going through everything red that I need, or if I need yellow, everything yellow, or if I need green, everything green. And it goes into the association mentally, emotionally, and physically, so you can start to memorize these things. To learn a language, you have to memorize 500 words, okay? And on here, there's 500 words. Isn't that awesome? Literally, you can learn the whole color language just by having this chart in front of you. And if you want to learn more, Inger Ness, who's the founder of Color Energy, wrote this incredible booklet called Introduction to Color Energy. This was the first publication I read in regards to color and color therapy. And I've read it probably 100 times. And I keep it in the bathroom, just so you guys know some of my little intimate details here. And I do that because I love studying color from my mentor's perspective. This woman was brilliant in her analogy of color, just incredible. So Inger Ness, anything written by Inger Ness, you want to get your hands on. Okay. Wow, so we went through the colors, we went through the different mood blends. I think I taught you guys how to supercharge your energy and, teaching you about a color consciousness. Now, before we end today, I want you guys to know that on our colorenergyshop.com site, if you'd like to buy all the mood blends, we've put together a wonderful package for you. So you can see that at colorenergyshop.com. And as well, Danielle in our office created some packages for anyone who's a practitioner, and we'll be sending you the information by email. So this way, if you want to get involved with Color Your Mood Blends, this is a fun line to share with clients. And I love the name Color Your Mood, because it really encompasses, how we can shift our energy based on whatever attitude that we need for the day. And because we go into all aspects of your energy from, mood blends that will help with, your connection to, love. And we have mood blends that connect to your mind and mood blends that connect to your spirit. Literally, we have the mood blends for all seasons. I mean, for everything. And because they're in these lovely roller bottles, it makes it super easy to apply. As I mentioned, you can put a little behind your ears as a perfume. You can rub it on your throat chakra as also a perfume. You can put it under your nose to stimulate your sense of smell. You can roll it on your wrist, also as a perfume, or to smell during the day. You can put it into the palm of your hand, and do breath work with it. You can roll it directly on your chakras. You can roll the chi, get up and go along your spine for vitality. And if you're into light therapy like I am, you can use your handy dandy Chromolite pen light and roll the essence on the different reflex zones that are connected to the organs and glands that are empowering that chakra or that govern that chakra, and use your Chromalive pen light to simply stimulate those organs. And you got to remember, the organs are connected not only to your physicality, but also organs are connected to your emotions, your thoughts, and your spirituality. So for example, your spine is all in this area here. And even if you don't have the pen light, you can use your thumb or you can use a stone and just simply stimulate those reflex zones that are connected to the whole spine area. And this will rev up your root chakra. Or if you're wanting to stimulate your heart center, you put in your green light, put your green oil of Forest Fantasy, or any one of Color Energy's green oils, into the area of this. This is actually your heart center. And in fact, it goes root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, brow, and your fingertips or your crown. So just by simply knowing this, you can actually put the oils on your hand and simply do a stimuli. And what I tell everyone to do while you're doing that, why not do an affirmation? So if you're lacking energy, just put the red energy blend on this area here. And as you're rubbing it in, say an affirmation that corresponds to what your intentions are. So for example, if you need more vitality or confidence, you would simply say, I am strong, I am stable, I am confident, I am healthy, I am, I don't know, anything. Like literally you could just say anything that corresponds with what you want from that color power. That's a great way to work with it. And if you buy our blends, I will gift you with the chart as well. So that way you'll know exactly on your hand where you can do the different sensory stimuli. Isn't that great? Okay. So here we are at the end of our seminar. My goodness, an hour goes by so fast, and I know I've given you lots of tips. Now I'm gonna have a little question and answer period. Plus, I have a little poll that I'd like you guys to answer because it just helps me keep on track with things. And I also want to share with you that January 7th, we're going to be doing a chakra blessing workshop to kick off the new year. Isn't that delightful? And it comes with some tools. I always make a lot of handouts and support materials in regards to talking about the different subjects. So I actually have a chakra blessing sheet, and I'm going to teach you how to communicate with each chakra and bless each chakra for the new year. And next year, 2021, is a blue year. This is going to be a fantastic year of learning. And because the blue energy is connected to holistic thought, then we're going to be much more open to universal communication. So I'm very excited for 2020. Now, I would like to open this session up to a question and answer period. So I'm giving you guys some time to ask the expert.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Denise.
Hey, I had a quick question for you. I typed it in the chat box there, but in regards to the medieval times, what will the CFIA and Health Canada allow us to say to help promote this product for you?
Nothing. Okay, we have not got it NPN'd. It's something that we're considering doing in the future. And this is why I was saying that both the Canadian government and the FDA recognizes thyme oil as an antiviral oil on its own. But because we've mixed it with other phenomenal oils that even make it that much better, because remember, what is a synergy blend? It's like-minded oils that will even intensify the formula more so. And this is why, like all our mood blends, have more than one oil, because it's a synergy. We're wanting to create it so it's multi-dimensional. So the medieval times is multi-dimensional for many, many purposes. But because we've added other oils in there, it is not certified by the FDA or the Canadian Health Ministries. So you have to avoid some of the words that I probably used today.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. I have a question.
Okay.
I don't know. Hi, I'm Amber.
Hi, Amber. I just found you, so for a minute.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I have to.
I don't have a camera, so I can't be on. Anyways, I just wanted to ask, what does this mean for asthma? And, you know, inhaling all these oils and things. What does that mean?
Okay, so just so you know, my philosophy, everything's about energy management, meaning when you have any kind of symptom, you have to look at what the root cause is. And asthma and allergies are actually in the sacral center. It belongs to the orange energy. And there's been already a lot of science that orange foods, for example, can help alleviate asthma and allergy symptoms. Yet a lot of people are allergic to, for example, oranges. So it's a catch-22. Sometimes we're allergic to the things that we need the most. So again, this is what I love about vibrational medicine. There's so many ways to bring in color that are on a vibratory level that you don't have to consume it. You don't have to bring an allergen in, but what you need is the orange energy to help rid yourself of these symptoms. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Suzanne?
Yes. Hello, Debbie.
Yeah, I've got this chart and some of the printing is just so tiny. Do these things come in a card form as well?
No, and
Like a pack of cards?
yeah, we made it tiny because we wanted to put so much information on there. So you'll need a magnifying glass, yes. And
Okay.
we just did it that way, but you know, in a lot of your study
Yeah.
materials, it is there as well, but the chart is all encompassing. And also, I want to address
Yeah.
a question that came up in regards to scents and fragrance, that it can actually have adverse effects. And I saw one person on here, and I'm not sure if she's still here. Mrs. Polly, are you there? Okay, I thought she joined us today. Mrs. Polly had called me, oh, I'm sure about 10 years ago, and she said, Suzanne, I have an aversion to essential oils because they make me sneeze. I right away have, I guess, an allergic reaction, something along that line. And I said to her, all our oils are therapeutic grade, so you shouldn't have any reactions whatsoever. And I started teaching her a little bit about our company and how we use high quality ingredients, and all our oils are therapeutic grade. And she trusted me enough, and she bought some of our essential oils. And sure enough, she didn't have any reactions to them. So sometimes your reactions are to products. Like I can't even go near, and I hate to say it, okay, in malls, I literally have to walk around them because I can smell the fragrances. They're not what I would consider quality therapeutic grade oils. Rather, a lot of times when you smell something so strongly, it's synthetic, and your body can react to things that are synthetic. Now, again, going back to a similar question as to what Amber asked, when you have allergies towards something, then you have to look at the cause, what chakra it lies in, and do the color solution to alleviate it. So sometimes you have to do things in a roundabout way to get to the end results. So I certainly wouldn't recommend to you to use essential oils if you feel that it gives you migraines. However, you may want to start to slowly introduce some high quality oils like color energy oils into your life to see if you do react, because oils are the essence of a plant. And it's no different than consuming foods. Okay. So if you're eating a good source of natural food that doesn't have bacteria on it or chemicals on it, you're not going to have reactions. The number one food that is most highly pesticided is peanuts. And peanut allergies are atrocious out there. So many people are allergic to peanuts. Now, do you really think it's the peanut, or is it the chemicals that were used to mass produce peanuts in larger quantities? Because this is what it boils down to a lot of times in farming, is how much food can we maximize on the field. So therefore, there's a lot of chemicals on food. So try to eat as much natural as possible. And if you're having problems with fragrances, you know, again, let's just, you know, talk about the question that Amber asked. You know, if you're having an issue with your orange center, you know, and if you can eat oranges, you're actually eating orange aromatherapy to some degree. Okay, so you may want to start by using orange essential oil to see if that gives you a migraine.
I think with the peanuts that it's probably that they're GMO'd. I mean, they're all GMO'd.
Yeah.
So your body doesn't recognize GMO products.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably one of the things. Going back to the medieval times again. So you had said that the government and the FDA recognized just the thyme, right? As an antiviral. Yeah. Because actually it was interesting. I had Citrus O carpet cleaning company come to do a couple of area rugs.
Right.
And he was telling me that when he was cleaning hospitals, that they would spray them down with thyme. And I was like, well, why wouldn't they, let us put some things on the labeling here? But like you say, because there's other oils in, they're not going to recognize that as an antiviral, right?
Exactly.
But you were saying you could get an NPN number.
Yeah,
Do you
we
think
just have to apply for it, and it's something that we are going to do down the road. We are looking at doing a lot of things in the near future, and so we have had some serious talks here about getting it NPN'd in Canada.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
because it's really wonderful. That's for sure. I like it a lot.
Yeah, me too. And I'll also, just going back to the peanuts, a lot of nuts have bacteria growth on them. And most
Oh,
people don't wash their nuts before they eat them. You should actually soak your nuts, because also by soaking your nuts, you're removing the enzyme inhibitor. And actually, if you soak nuts, for example, almonds for 8 hours, not only are you removing the enzyme inhibitor, but you're activating the nut and making it a live food.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, and this is why with a lot of nuts, if you soak them for, or more so seeds, if you soak them for 2-3 days, they'll actually start to germinate and you'll see the sprouts coming out. The smaller the seed,
Oh,
the faster it is. So for example, sunflower seeds, the soak time is only about a half hour. But of course,
okay.
if you soak the seeds longer, or, put them in a bit of earth, then they'll start to grow within, a week or two.
Oh, interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome. And yes, you can put orange peels in your bath water too, but again, only organic orange peels, okay? And there's the Dirty Dozen foods that I always recommend. I don't know them all off by heart, but you can look that up on the internet. But peanuts, broccoli, apples, I think cauliflower's up there as well, grapes. And again, if things are highly pesticided, and those are the foods that you're eating a lot, as Kelly mentioned, this is one of the things. There are so many things that are genetically modified, or that are changed. So your body sees all this crap as a foreign invader, which every day, if you're being inundated with all these unnatural things, then eventually your immune system will be weakened. And this is why when we use natural things like the medieval times, what we're doing is we're building up our immunity, because it's something our body recognizes as good.
Yeah. The color energy oils, they're not, are they organic or no?
We do have an organic line.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we do. And because the price point, we also let everyone know, although, because to be certified organic, we have to have the paper to show it, but we do support a lot of farmers that harvest small fields and don't use pesticides. But because that whole certification process costs money, a lot of small farmers aren't interested in doing that. Plus, here's something else too, food for thought. You can have a farm that's organic or certified organic, and then the farmer next door is spraying his crop with pesticide. And who's to say that that water filtration isn't coming into that farm, or that the pesticide isn't falling on the organic? So, to me, the best that we can do, we want to do. And so we have over 100 oils that, Colour Energy and Ashberry sells, but only a handful are certified organic, because they are more costly.
Right. So basically what you're saying is they're organic, but they're not certified organic.
Well, and we have lab tests on everything, so we know the reality. And so we trust what, you know, these lab tests are showing us as,
Mhm.
as being therapeutic grade. So we do call it
Okay.
therapeutic grade. We just can't call it, or, you know, certified organic, obviously.
Right, right.
Yeah. And
Gotcha.
another thing I'll mention to you too, a lot of manufacturers do put in unnatural preservatives into some of their products, and they do that obviously to stabilize the oil and make it last a lot longer. And they don't have to disclose that on their bottle because of the fact if it's under 1%, you don't have to disclose it. And in fact, it could be 5% inorganic and you can still call it organic. So
Oh,
we let everyone know that we know all these things, and so we don't put anything else in there. And you know, we, as you get to know us, you'll trust us because we're here for you guys, you know. And
right.
I do everything that we do, and trust me, I'm an advocate of trying to do as much healthy things for myself as possible. And so I when we first bought Ashbury's, he had a commercial grade line, and we got rid of it instantly.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Well, that's good. Good to know. Yeah, I'm enjoying everything. I started my own line and I'm really enjoying it a lot.
Wonderful. Good to
Yeah.
hear. I'll answer a couple other questions I saw pop up on the feed. Why is pink not mentioned in the color book? Inger specifically wrote about the 7 main colors. There's a lot of other colors that are out there, and they're considered, you know, minor chakras or derivatives from the colors. So pink is red and white. And so therefore you get that nature of the pink, but it does have the flavor of you know, that red and white in it. So again, if you study the colors and see what red is and look at it as a form of, okay, with the white added, those attributes are softened. Okay. That's one way of explaining it. However, you'll see on a lot of our materials, we do include pink, turquoise, and in some cases, gold, silver, and magenta. Because as you go further into the color language, we do start teaching more about the other colors that are part of the whole system. But of course, there's a lot of blends of colors. And, you know, again, what is turquoise? Turquoise is 50% green and 50% blue. So it's those attributes combined, right? I can't think of anything else. Any other questions before we wind up for today?
Thank you so much for doing this for us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I am honored to share my wealth of knowledge with everyone. So for those of you who are biopulsar owners, we do have a class next Thursday. So I'll send out some more details on that. And for those of you who are just color enthusiasts, you're now part of my color kindergarten classes. And my next class will be January 7th. And we're going to start the new year in gratitude. And this class is called Chakra Blessing Workshop. So we'll just be blessing all our chakras as we move forward in the new year, which is 2021. And when we add up all the numbers, it equals the number 5, which is the color blue. So next year is a blue year, which will be transformational on that level. Blue is about communication, and it's about organizing and planning and business and finances and openness and oh, so many wonderful healing properties. So my focus will be on the blue year. Anyways, we'll be talking about all the colors in the Chakra Blessing Workshop. So lots of tips there. Now, this video will be posted online as soon as our video guy gets it all edited and whatnot. We've got some slides. I wanted to show something at the beginning, but I was doing it via the internet and I couldn't get it to go. So it'll be part, it'll be in the video when it's online. So if you want to see a preview or a replay of it, then you'll be able to do that. Other than that, there are a lot of videos on our YouTube channel, and we do have 2 YouTube channels. One is for Color Energy, and the other one is for Biopulsar, Biopulsar. So you can always check out that video channel as well. And on that channel, I talk more about auras and chakras and light therapy, as well as our incredible Biopulsar biofeedback system. So lots to learn on that channel. You'll never get bored with the videos because there's lots out there. So for now, be colorful and bright, shine your light, guys, empower your day with color. I hope you picked up on lots of great tips, and we'll see you soon.